Alright, so I wanted to discuss some of the issues that we're facing in these end times. Targeted individuals, TIs, the elect of the nation of Yeshurun, the human Yeshurun, not the angelic Israel. You need to understand that there's a difference between human Yeshurun and angelic Israel. So basically what you're dealing with is nothing more than angels, okay? Rebellious angels that have turned on the Most High, or the Most High is using as a means to an end. His end. I'm not sure what he seeks to accomplish, but he's using some of these creatures to harass, stalk us, you see. And they're using all kinds of devices, high-level magic. I mean, these are the powers, principalities, rulers, archons, spiritual wickedness in high places that oversees this age. And that's what we're dealing with. And you have to ask yourself, what is up with all this oppression? Why are things thus? There seems to be no justice, no type of just no type of reward for behaving yourself, you see. So something's not right at the higher levels, you see. And this is the problem we're facing with the old order and the new one emerging. You see, these angels in these end times, as it was in the days of Noah, in order to keep their grip on things. There's some sellouts, high-level ascended humans that have sold out and are using these angels as a means to an end. And so that's what you're dealing with, okay? Some of us are in separate realities, okay? They're manipulating what we see in the outside world. Okay, so let's say, for example, one of you may be in the third dimension, okay? So others might be in the fourth dimension, some might be in the fifth, and the sixth, and the 7, 8, 9, 10, or however many there are. So separate things are going on in separate lanes, you see, but they're the regressive group. The angels are regressive, meaning they're always following the script, okay? They're always following the Bible, their literature. They write the stories, okay? They're always following that. And at the same time, they don't follow it. So they dab in duality, the yin and the yang. They dab in the false light. They dab in the darkness. And they use the technology for evil science too. And that's what you got going on. And you can read about these beasts in Revelation, same entities. You can read about these beasts in the book of Daniel. You can read about these beasts in the book of Daniel, Revelation, and elsewhere. Okay. Yes, some of them are good, but they're just not. They're not what they appear to be. Okay. A lot of them are pretending to be something they're not. Pretending to be holier than thou, and they just want to control things. You see. You're not going to be happy if you're one of the elect humans, Adamites or Eves. You're not going to be happy being overseen by one of these things unless you sell out to them, you see. So yeah, expect all kinds of fuckery in these end times. A lot of the people you see out here, like I said, they're not even human. They're just housing fallen angels from the 13th realm, I believe. They look like you and I, but they're just of a different sort, different spirit. So anyways, yeah, I think they have an agenda, and I think they're gonna go on with the agenda. But they can only run the cycle for so long, you see. A lot of them are just fading out, like some of the top heads, and some of the ones that are supposed to be good are actually going corrupt. You see, from like the 13th realm on down. They cannot enter the realm without a king because they're just corrupt, and that realm is for humans, okay, humanity. So they're just trying to rule the earth, trying to make your ascension as difficult as possible for you. That's all they're trying to do, and a lot of them are just fake. They're just so fake. They want to be worshipped, followed, and admired, but they don't have the right attitude, kingly attitude. They want to be kings, but they can't really run things as kings, you see. That's what it is. So you got a being in the cosmos that oversees things, just like you got a being on earth that oversees things, just like you got a being that oversees things in the eternal realms. And at the highest height, you can't worship anybody. It don't work like that, you see. You gotta have the mindset of a god. So religion itself is not a good thing, but at the same time, you need to understand that you cannot vibe or jive with those that, you know, don't agree with you or just not for you. And it has nothing to do with race, color, species, and all that. It has to do with the mindset, you see. What group, what lane you fit in. And some of these lanes you shouldn't even be in, you see. You should just stand apart and stand alone. Yeah, you're just dealing with, you know, entities that don't agree with their forefathers, and some of us newer beings like souls don't agree with this current order that is in place. So everything's so divided, right? You know, I understand if you're a rebel with a reason, with a good reason to be a certain way, because things are so corrupt or unjust and they continue as they are, then yeah, I can understand why you should be a rebel. But if you got it good, everything's going smooth for you, then you really have no reason to just, you know, be acting up. But you know, the righteous, the upright are few and in between. And I'm talking about Adamites here, humans, okay? So anyways, I'm not gonna keep this too long, just gonna keep it short and to the point. I don't know what more I could say, man. A lot of us are being targeted, we're being harassed, they're trying to cut us off, they're trying to censor us because they gotta keep control. I don't know what they want to do or put us through, but yeah, you just really can't trust what you see out here nowadays. You can't trust what you see with your eyes, what you hear with your ears. You want to verify everything, because these individuals that supposedly gave us religion to reform ourselves are the same ones that are not keeping their own code of conduct, you see. So of course they're gonna have to conceal things, play keep away. They still have, basically a lot of the stuff that's written in the Bible is fulfilling itself, okay? Somehow it's playing out. And yeah, they're the ones that write the stories, and you know, they're the ones that are responsible for the good and the bad that you see on earth. So yeah, that's what you got going on. They're just trying to isolate the elect, you know, divide and conquer. You got a lot of humans that have sold out to them. So I ran into target individuals that have been targeted for like, I don't know, years now. You see, years. A lot of them have given in. A lot of these individuals have no idea who they're worshiping. You know, a lot of you are worshiping these fallen angels, thinking that's your God. You see, your Most High Mother and Father, Son and Daughter, or your Most High Power in its first expression. But you know, you've been duped. You're being deceived. You see, because a lot of these angels are rebellious, and they rebelled against the Most High. You see, there's a lot of rebellion going on in these end times. And you need to know who these characters are. You see, just because they paint themselves as the be-all and end-all, they're not. They're using humans and non-humans, subhumans, their creations to promote themselves. Yeah, they use their own to uphold themselves. Yeah, the real are not going to be plenty, as you see. So, we're being targeted because we know the truth. We know the secrets, you see, of what's going on. So, if you could resonate with this message, you understand that a lot of the BS that you see out here in the world is coming from these same entities and those that created them, okay? Angels could create humans, just like these angels were created by the power, or whatever power. They create other species or individuals. And just like they rebelled against the order, their creation of these angels is rebelling against them. So that's what you got. Betrayal, rebellion, you create angels, the angels betray you, the angels create a certain type of prototype of man or souls. These type of beings rebel against the angels, and that's what you got going on. So yeah, at the top is truth, but I say truth and righteousness, meaning doing what's right, and also you got to be truthful, and that's the safety lane, at the top. And some say it's truth and love. Love, according to scripture, is being obedient, compliant with the ways of the Anointed One. So everything's so blurry and uncertain. And I noticed that some of these entities are stuck in their old ways. They all feel like they got to fulfill certain things in Bible prophecy that already happened. You see, a lot of Bible prophecies already happened, and they're saying that Revelation is playing out, but I don't see nothing being played out. You see, they want to throw us back into old prophecy that's already fulfilled. You see, that you're gonna this is gonna this that the other's gonna happen. So it's like, man. Like, you can't even choose their lanes, because anything associated with the Bible is a curse. Okay, so yeah, it's a blessing that the real get no deal, because it's an unsafe foundation, you see, with these angels and their makers. So yeah. Anyways, I'll have more as I continue to make videos. Understand what's going on. If you're a targeted individual, understand that you're being targeted for a reason. Okay, that means you got something they want, a soul, an eternal soul. So you don't want to become one of them by taking up their ways. You want to learn about them, but you don't want to become them. All right, so just keep this in mind. All right, much love. Continue in righteousness and in truth, whether others continue in these things or not. And may the Most High Power establish justice for those of humanity that are like me, and the rest of you out there that are thus. Shalom.